welcome to Anything and Nothing. I am Tamara, and this is
Michelle.
And this is our first YouTube show. We're super excited that you guys are tuning in to hear us gab about random stuff. Anything
and nothing.
Right. So Michelle's going to walk you through kind of when you should tune in, and then I'll walk you through the format.
So we're trying to post our videos every Wednesday.
Hump day.
We are going to do a live show once a month. Probably not this month because it's a short month and we're starting mid-month. But we'll keep you posted on that on our social media, so you'll see when we're going to do our live shows and you can chime in for that.
Yeah. And the live shows will be fun because I think it's more interactive with you guys, so
right.
That'll be awesome. Quick talk about the format of the show, just so that we don't have to go through this again. So we're gonna have a drink of the day or show. Today it's a classic martini, but we'll go into that a little bit later. But it's gonna be a drink of the day, and then we're gonna have a TV chat. Me and Michelle love TV, so we'll usually pick like one or two shows to kind of like talk to you guys about.
Chit-chat.
Yeah, chit-chat about.
Girl talk.
And then we'll have a random topic. So this is what this nice little vase bowl is for.
Yes, these are our options.
Yeah, so we've come up with a few, but definitely want to hear from you guys and, hear what topics you guys want to hear. Please note, like, our parents are watching, so nothing like too cray-cray, but it can be cray. Just not double emphasis on cray. Cray. And that's it. And we're going to, like Michelle said, try to do it in 30 minutes. It might go a little bit over depending on how good the topic is or how much we've had to drink.
True.
So, I guess I'll kick things off with the drink of the day. So this was my drink. And if you guys know me, my favorite alcohol is vodka.
We're taking turns. She gets this this week. I'm going to do next week.
Yeah. So my favorite alcohol is vodka. I'm pretty simple with most things that I do in life. Like, I want things to happen like this.
AKA
so basic, yeah. Like, you heard the term basic bitch. Yeah, kind of. I line up to that. I wear Uggs. I like leggings, and I like simple drinks. So, anyways, this is a classic vodka martini. I will post the ingredients, but pretty much it's just vodka, vermouth, and a little squeeze of lemon. It's good. I will show you. You guys saw Michelle's expression. Let me show you.
Oh,
mine.
we should have toast.
Oh yeah, toast to our
first show.
I think it's going to be a success. But
Yes.
this is our second taking.
Oh.
Because I forgot to hit record. I think it's good. But you feel it.
It's aggressive.
I know. I like a good martini. So that's our drink. And again, if you guys, like I said, with topics, like our random topics, tell us drinks too. Like, we're open. Michelle has this big ass cocktails
I do
book.
have this big book that my brother gave me.
Yeah, that's great. It probably has every drink that you can name. So
Right.
obviously, like, we could do like 5 years and not need
We
your
also do on
suggestions.
drinks,
But hey, this needs to be interactive.
or maybe throw in the type of alcohol: vodka, gin, tequila, bourbon, whiskey.
Is Scotch.
Well, whiskey is a bourbon.
Scotch. Scotch is
Bourbon
different.
is a whiskey. But anyway, let us know. We have a big book of drinks we can do.
The ultimate cookbook. So yeah, so that's our drink. We will post the drink before the show so that you can drink with us when you're watching.
Yeah.
Because who wants to drink alone? Not me. That's when you become like an alcoholic. Anyways, all right, so that was our drink. Now into really fun stuff. I think like the meat of, not really the meat, but like it gets meaty. So we're going to TV chat.
The part we really like.
Yeah, so like I said, we're both big TV heads.
Kind of an addict. I think we watch way more TV than most people.
Yeah, like hours. Like if I'm
Yeah.
done with work at like 5 or 6.
Like
I
our binge
will-
levels are pretty strong.
Pretty great. Like
Yeah.
that's why I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So like I know like I can binge an entire season in a night if it's good. And it'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, crap, I have work tomorrow. But we are going to be talking about 2 really great shows. 2 shows. One show we both really love, And then one show Michelle loves, and I started watching over the weekend, so I'm a little bit iffy about it.
But they're both reality. Keep in mind, we would prefer also scripted shows.
Mhm.
So if you have any suggestions for any new scripted shows, please let us know, because we need to start something new. We both just finished a couple of old shows. The last one, Animal Kingdom.
So good.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing.
It's very reminiscent of like
TNT.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And it was on TNT, so it's available on Hulu and Amazon. So.
Yeah, and very like one of those like binge-worthy shows.
For sure.
It's about a mom, and she basically raised 4 thieves, sons. So, and they basically just like do a lot of stealing, but family dynamics, characters, it's just great. But those are not the shows. That's not the show we're talking about.
Nope.
We're gonna be talking about dun 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 dun, Married at First Sight, Atlanta just kicked off. I think we're on episode 3.
Yeah.
And Wednesdays, ironically, is when Married at First Sight airs. So hopefully, you can watch our show, which will talk about the previous episode, and then you can tune into the new episode of Married at First Sight, and then you'll hear what me and Michelle have to think about it the following week.
True.
And then we'll talk about 1,000 Pound Sisters. I'll let Michelle lead you on that one. So, Married at First Sight, it's set in Atlanta this season. 5 couples. The title is self-explanatory. People get married at first sight when they are at the altar. I guess, Michelle, I want to ask you, who's your favorite couple and why?
Well, let's talk about the couples, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, that's true. All right, so there's 5 couples. There's Vincent and Brianna.
Right.
Okay.
Two black people.
Yep.
Well,
he's Dominican.
Oh, he is Dominican. That's
true.
true.
I mean, they dropped us off at different places.
That's
true.
He is
the African
Dominican,
diaspora.
Both professional people. He's starting his new business. She's in a career.
They're both like late 20s.
She's an engineer.
Yeah, both late 20s, family oriented, want kids,
and then
not
we got,
immediately.
Jacob and Haley.
Yep.
Jacob's the older guy. He says
Kinda
he's 38.
weird.
Looks like he might be in his 40s, but I don't know. Haley, 20s, right?
Very sorority kind of girl, has a lot of friends, been like
she's been
the
like the
bridesmaid.
forever bridesmaid.
Now she's a bride.
Yeah. So kind of a weird match because of the age gap.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Eric and Virginia.
Yep.
Eric's a pilot, 34.
Super chill.
Divorce. But he got married like in the military for military reasons. So
yeah.
That. And Virginia's 26 and a partier.
Yes. Eric is the guy that wants to basically like have a nice evening in and maybe 1 glass of wine. And Virginia is, let's go out to eat, let's get wasted at dinner, and then let's go to a bar afterwards and continue to get wasted and Uber home. So,
at least from what we see, we don't know her personally.
Yeah. I like you, Virginia.
And then we have Ryan and Clara.
Yeah, but Michelle calls Ryan Mighty Mouse. And
yes, Ryan reminds me so much of Mighty Mouse.
Is it the
he's
ears?
into like working out.
He's just little.
He's short, muscular, and that's really probably most of it.
Yeah. But cute guy.
Yeah, cute guy. Virginia.
Clara.
Clara.
She's very bubbly.
Eric, a flight attendant. That's the first actual not the first interracial couple, but first black and white couple.
Mm-hmm. There was another interracial couple?
Yeah. And
must have been before Dallas, because that's when I started
New
watching.
England area.
In Boston.
It might have been Boston. Yeah.
Oh, it was like the Indian chick.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
white guy. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. See, I know a little bit of something.
Yeah. So that's them.
Yeah. We're missing one.
No.
Oh. I think we tried to block it out.
We did. We
Chris and Paige.
Yeah. So there's Chris and Paige.
If you know why we're like
probably already.
mapping.
I mean, even people that don't watch Married at First Sight probably know about Chris and Paige.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're only in episode 3, and I'm already hoping that she has a spinoff. I need her to get another chance because this was just not right.
Paige's other chance or next chance.
Yeah,
You've already
it's
titled
just-
the show.
That's true.
I like it.
It's not right. But they don't give me credit for that.
It's not right, but it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we gone.
That's the couples. 5
That's
couples.
the couples. Yeah.
So what I'm interested in is who your favorite couple is and why.
So favorite couple, Vincent and Brianna.
Okay.
They seem like the couple that just seem like they would meet outside of the show and would talk to each other. No one else on the show that they casted together that are married, that they put together, seem like two people that would date each other.
Definitely.
Like if they ran into each other out, I think Brianna and Vince would probably talk to each other.
For sure.
The others, I doubt.
I don't know how they match them.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
So I like them, but
Yeah.
they're like so obvious. I think
Sure.
they're a fan favorite for everybody.
Yeah.
After last week's episode, I would say Eric and Virginia, and so Eric, I think I've just fallen for because he's always smiling. He always just seems very happy.
I love his smile.
And
It seems genuine.
super genuine, and just like a very good guy. Like I think he came from like a good family, and you can tell he definitely wants to be married and settled down.
Eric's mom looks young. Did you notice
She
that?
probably had. I mean, she's been married to his father for a really long time, so I feel like she probably got married at like 20 something,
She
like
did
her early
look rather
20s.
young.
Yeah, she did actually.
Mhm.
And he looks a little bit more mature,
Right, which is why I
very
was like
strange.
weird.
Like that could be a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Eric and Virginia. So like, even though Eric is a very like I said, like very calm guy, like wants to stay in. He's over the party scene, and then you see Virginia, who is 26. So you have to keep that in mind that she's a 26-year-old woman. She's still in that party phase. She likes to drink, but I think he kind of needs that. And they seem to be vibing really well, like both of
He's
them.
really into her. She's really into him so far. So
Yeah.
I think they'll work.
I just hope that like her drinking and like how social she is doesn't drive him away,
Right.
because that I could see that like happening.
Hopefully, because we are still in a pandemic, despite it being Atlanta.
Yeah, I was like, they're in Atlanta though. No
they're
mask.
not thinking it's a pandemic. It helps hold her back from being. I mean, she can't
You
really go
think?
out, right?
I mean,
Like,
it's Atlanta. It's not shut down. Everything is open. Like how our bars are
Yeah.
closed. Oh, by the way, we're in the DMV area, which is like the
Yes.
District of Columbia, DC,
Closed.
Maryland, and Virginia. So
we have restaurants open, but we don't have bars open.
yeah, like
so,
you can't sit at the bar.
Yeah.
But so I mean, she can still go out. I think I
Yeah.
don't think life has changed for them. Like their life is basically like pre-COVID life
Yeah.
with a little bit of adjustments.
Hopefully.
But that's my
Hopefully
favorite
they-
couple.
They pull off of each other.
Yeah, they're cute. Like I hope it works out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Least favorite besides the obvious.
So we're not
Chris
going
and
to say
Paige?
yes. Let's just elephant with Married at First Sight. So
Everybody
Chris and Paige. No one's hopeful for them because it came out that Chris got his ex-fiance pregnant.
Who he was with
Chris-
3 months before
Chris was
he
engaged.
joined the show.
Yeah, right before the show. So there's that. I don't know why he was even picked.
I think the experts were trying to like give us some entertainment, but like I like entertainment. I think it's
Yeah,
entertainment
that was
enough
bad.
to see like strangers married at first sight.
Right.
What I don't want you to do is intentionally like fuck somebody's life over.
Right. Well, I mean, they couldn't have planned for her being pregnant. If he,
No, but you could plan on the fact that he kind
was
of is
just
a jerk.
engaged.
Yeah, and he was just
I don't
engaged.
think the jerk thing, and we talked about this before, I don't think the jerk thing, he seems like the type that's a chameleon. He will put on a face for what he needs to put on.
So tricky though.
So he probably gave all good, I'm great,
Yeah.
and then showed it.
Yeah. What did he show? Do you want to like walk people
his
quickly
whole
through?
ass.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the first couple episodes, even the other guys that were getting married were like, whoa, what did you just say?
Yeah. He's a lot.
So there was a build up to that.
Yeah. And I think they're the first couple that actually consummated their marriage on the wedding night.
And I don't agree. I don't remember who.
You need to research and
I
then
know
let us know
we
next
need to
week.
Google that because I can't remember. But I really feel like they're not the first one.
Because Married
They
at First
might be the
Sight,
first one to be very vocal about it. But
yeah, Married at First Sight
I
will
feel like there was
always
a Miami couple
will
that might have
always
done
be
it.
a part. Oh, I didn't watch Miami. Yeah, I
actually,
watched
the Miami
Dallas.
couple one of the Miami couples
onwards
were very
on it.
like, yeah. So it
Okay.
might have been them. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll give her.
I mean, just to let you guys know, like Married at First Sight just started, so that will always be a show that we'll talk about.
Yes.
But we'll add in another one, just to kind of TV rant about. Okay, so aside from Chris and Paige, her obvious choices of like they're probably not going to make it for obvious freaking reasons.
Yes.
Who would be like your?
My least favorite next to them would be Jake and Haley. He's older, like
Old
at
is
least
good.
10 years older, I feel like.
More mature is good.
Than her, but
She says she likes dating mature guys.
He seems kind of blah in comparison
That's
to
true.
her.
Mhm.
I know they do a lot of editing, so maybe he's, it only came across like he loved his backyard, but that might not necessarily
And his
be
dogs.
his life. And steak and eggs.
Yep, he has a love for that.
But
I think he's also just like not a super social person. Like,
yeah.
if you saw like the last episode, he said on the wedding day, he talked about the same stuff to her mom that he did the following day, like when they went for breakfast.
Right.
I don't think he has anything to talk about other than working out, his
And
home
his beach.
renovations, and eating steaks, like steak and eggs. Like that's kind of like his own topic, like his topics. But I wonder also if it's someone new. Like he does seem like he has friends.
Right.
So
Well, they were talking about in the Married at First Sight fan page on Facebook.
What'd they say?
It was editing with him talking about his house.
Oh,
He
okay.
really wasn't talking about his house all the time.
Oh, good. Okay.
So let's hope that that's the case.
Fingers
of course,
crossed.
everything can be speculation when we're talking about shows, but
So you don't like them just because you feel like they're too opposite.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not seeing a vibe with them. I see a vibe with everyone else.
Yeah.
I even see a vibe with Chris and Paige, but
He told her
he doesn't think he's attracted to her, and he has a baby on the way, not with her. So,
and she's like not even in love with him, so she can't even like work through that.
Right. So,
I don't know. I think I'm torn with Jake and Haley. Like I actually think that she wants to be married, so I think that she will try to work things out with him.
all right.
And I think that like maybe she can get him out of his boring shell. Like get him to eat something more than steak and eggs.
Hopefully.
Get him to leave his house, which he's basically turned into his safe haven.
He has a beach at his house.
Yeah, like he's just built all this stuff in his house so he doesn't have to leave it, which is great for the pandemic, but what's life
I would
like?
like to see a beach in the backyard.
Yeah, I mean his house looks dope. He has a sauna, like
Yeah.
it seems like a great house. So if it does work out, like she's obviously gonna have to move there.
Obviously.
But I mean they both have dogs. They both seem to love their
Yeah.
dogs a lot. She has a lot of married friends, so I feel like they can do a
Right.
lot of couple stuff together. And he seems like he's able to vibe with like the other dudes.
Mhm.
So I don't think he's an awkward person. I just think that it's really strong, huh? It's a martini. I know you're gonna give me a drink that has like more than 3 ingredients. I love it. I'll be finished before. I'll make sure I toast you though before I take my last
Please.
gulp. So I have hope for them.
But who's your least favorite then, outside of Chris and Paige?
I don't really have a least favorite outside of Chris and Paige. I kind of like them all. Like
So
Ryan.
you think all the other 4 are gonna make it?
I don't know if they're gonna make it. I have hope that they will.
Well,
but
everybody
like,
can have hope. Who do you think isn't gonna make it out of those 4? If you had to give it to somebody.
okay, so I definitely think that Vincent.
Because definitely
and,
we're not gonna have 4 out of 5 couples.
Okay,
make it.
Vincent and Brianna will definitely make it.
Yes, I agree.
I'm hoping that Eric and Virginia make it.
Fingers crossed.
So that's 2. Ryan and Clara, I don't think they're gonna make it.
I think it's possible for them to, I'm 50-50 on that.
He's very type A. Like he's just like he's a planner. Like he's a project manager. Like he's
Yeah.
very when his parents talked about him and kind of like he's a little bit rigid in things. Like
Yeah.
but I also am just like, is he fun? Because I feel like I'm rigid.
I think the religion
but like
is gonna come into play with them too.
yeah, both of his parents are pastors and she's just like I went to Bible study camp in college and I
she's
never
very
looked
blah on church
yeah. And I just
and religion.
but like should that have come out when the matching happened? Like I need somebody that believes in God and goes to church.
But maybe she said that she believed in God and just wasn't into church, which is possible.
Yeah, but like if you are with
We'll see.
somebody that I don't know, I feel like they might not make it, and Jacob and Haley might not make it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we know Chris and Paige are just hopeless. So Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like my favorite couple is Eric and Virginia, but that could just be because I love Eric's smile.
Yeah.
And he's just always so happy. So there's like more to come. I feel like next, or I guess it's in, like
I
next
feel like
episode,
next episode
is the
will be
honeymoon.
the unveiling of the whole baby on the way.
Yes.
At least it looked like that in the preview.
Yeah, like literally day 2, the guy that you just married tells you like, "Hey, surprise! I have a baby on the way." Like, that's a lot. Which means that they had to have been sleeping together not 3 months ago, but 2 months ago.
Of course.
Like most women, I mean, you kind of know after a month if you are pregnant. Like, get it together, girl.
I mean, some people don't.
I mean, we're adults. We know how babies are made, and we know how to not make them.
Do we not know people that were pregnant for months and didn't know?
You were very right.
Okay, so there it is. It happens.
Yep. True that. So yeah, that's Married at First Sight.
Yes.
So yeah, we will be talking about that every week. So stay tuned. And I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. I've just recently joined this like Facebook page about Married at First Sight. I've been very, very active. Like, I love talking about it.
I put her on.
It's great. So, and it's like one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving off of Married at First Sight, which is one of my favorite shows, to something that is not my favorite show, and I just started watching this weekend. But it's Michelle's favorite show.
So it's not my favorite show, but
You
I
really
really like
like
it. 1,000 Pound Sisters. So, disclaimer, I am obsessed with 600 Pound Life. I don't know why, but I think the whole, they can actually lose all this weight. How did they even get that big in the first place? How were they even living their lives? Like, they're over 600 pounds.
Because
Like,
they're not mobile.
yeah, like, how did this happen? And, there's always an enabler in it. Anyway, I wanted to see the storyline for 2 sisters that were close to 600 pounds, obviously, because they're 1,000 pound sisters.
One's
total.
606 pounds and one is 404.
Right.
So actually, they're over 1,000 pounds, which I think is 1,000 pounds a ton.
I don't know. We still didn't clarify that. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it.
So, I mean, you can Google it.
Oh yeah, I have my phone. Okay, continue talking.
So, basically, 1,000 Pound Sisters just started season 2 this year, I guess.
Mhm.
And they're probably in episode 6 now, but we just started episode 1 this week. 2 sisters, Amy and Tammy. Hey, Amy and Tammy, they have a YouTube show as well.
2,000 pounds.
Is a ton?
Yeah, so they're half a ton. Can you imagine?
No.
Like, your entire family's probably
They had to go to like a first season. They had to go to
oh my god, like a
auto
recycling
place
plant. It
to,
was so sad.
like, weigh themselves. Anyway, but season 2, they stepped up their game. They bought an actual scale that goes up to 700 pounds, so it brought the part that.
Is that really stepping up your game? Like,
instead of going to a dump to weigh themselves?
Well, I guess I was just saying what they should work on, not having to.
Well, that's
like,
a different part.
buy
That's a different part of the discussion.
True that.
So, basically, first season, they went to a bariatrics surgeon or
Mhm.
whatever. He told them about what they need to do. They need to lose a certain amount of weight. If they lost a certain amount of weight, they can go had a surgery. Tammy, the bigger one.
Tammy's the oldest, and then
was
there's Amy.
It didn't work out. Amy did lose the weight that she was supposed to lose, and she got the surgery.
Amy also is very adamant she wants to be a mom, so I think she was
Amy is
slightly
also
more
married.
motivated.
Amy is also married, so there's that.
Yeah.
And they were living together actually at that time.
All 3 of them
season
are living
1
together.
Yeah,
It's just enabling each other and eating horribly.
So,
mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwich. Did you check that?
ew, no, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, her husband, he was like, ooh, make my favorite sandwich. And it was literally like they put mayonnaise on both slices of the bread, white bread. Who eats white bread these days? And they put peanut butter on it.
Who eats white bread?
I don't eat white
They
bread.
are over 400 pounds.
That's true.
They won't eat wheat.
That's true. Oh, and they have these huge logs of meat. I don't know if you guys, like, literally it was like a yardstick of food. No, it was season 1 because they cleaned their acts up. When she went to the grocery store and they were like, they had to throw away all the bad food because they like, after they came back from the doctor. And it was literally.
See, I saw season 1 last.
So you don't remember?
So
I watched season 2, episode 1 to be able to talk about it today, and then I went back and started watching season 1. So I got halfway through. But when it first started, they had to throw away all their bad food, and like everything in their refrigerator was bad, and they had like a log of meat. I've seen like 5-pound like beef like this. It was a yardstick of like beef.
I mean, they're big though.
And they buy those like all the Miss Debbie's like cakes that you can buy like when you used to have like be a kid, like Swiss Miss, those zebra cakes, like just I mean it was to me I it was hard to watch the show because I'm a foodie too. Like I love to eat all things bad. Like chocolate is my weakness, but also I love fried food, so I get their struggle. But I also am mobile and can like walk and run and cycle.
So that's part of the problem, right? Like so season 2 starts with episode 1 was about
Amy.
it's COVID.
Yeah.
And they have now, after when season 1 ended, Tammy didn't make her weight goal, but Amy did. Amy had the surgery and lost like over 100 pounds. Cool. Season 2 started. Amy still had lost her weight.
Still losing weight. Oh, and she's pregnant.
And wait.
Oh, I'm like cutting things. Oh,
That was a surprise. Like,
well, people should be up to
anyway,
date.
was she pregnant?
It's already on. It's on TV.
But
It's like
that's also the problem. Like, she finds out she's pregnant because she was constipated. And,
That's pregnant. She didn't know.
yeah, and,
Oh, didn't we just talk about somebody that didn't know that they were?
yeah. So,
I guess, yeah. Amy is like Chris's ex.
yes.
She was constipated for 4 months.
Tammy had lost the weight that she was supposed to for the surgery after the show, but COVID happened, so she couldn't go and have the surgery.
Is that what happened? Because I knew she lost the
that's
weight,
what she
but
said.
Oh,
She said she had lost the weight, but she couldn't go to. She couldn't do surgery.
She
so
just
couldn't see the
didn't
doctor.
lose the weight in time like Amy did.
Yes,
'Cause
she lost it after the fact.
They needed to lose it in a month. They went to Atlanta.
Yes.
And this is what made me sad too, is they live in Dixon, Kentucky.
I'm not gonna say it like that.
I mean, it looked pretty small and like nothing. Like, I mean, their lives probably haven't changed since COVID. Like, what do people do in Dixon, Kentucky? But
I don't know, because ain't nobody have a mask on in that episode.
no, that's true.
Nobody.
Yeah, when they went to get their was it Manny's and Pet? I'm confusing season 1 with season 2.
No,
but
I don't remember seeing them out anywhere, but they definitely, except for the cookout that they had, but
I've never seen people eat.
nobody had a mask.
Like they had like slabs of meat, and I'm used to like the slab was huge, so I'm just thinking, okay, they're gonna split that amongst like 2 people. Nope.
Yeah.
Each family member had a entire slab of meat, and I've never seen someone scoop so much potato salad. Like it looked like 3 whole cups of potato salad.
I'm worried for Amy, because Amy being pregnant gonna make an excuse for
My baby needs food.
her eating more, and she already got like that'll make her sick because she had this gastric bypass or whatever she
like
had to
she's
sleep or whatever.
she's stretching that shit out.
So she ain't supposed to be eating all that.
No, that's
So
bad. But
we'll see
Tammy's
how that works out. And she actually wasn't supposed to. The
Get
doctor
pregnant.
said she should get pregnant for 2 years. So there's that. She got like that. I don't know. I hope it all works out. We're gonna pray for them. Hopefully.
I'm praying for Tammy most often. most.
Tammy, I need to lose some weight too.
Because Tammy's just like continuing to gain weight and like.
But
she
Tammy
can't-
can barely walk.
Yes.
So I'm mad at Amy and whoever else is shopping for Tammy, because Tammy can't eat but what you give
She
her.
can't go to the grocery store.
She can't even go to the grocery store no more. So
She literally was eating a bag of Cheetos. She just had them on her chest like this, just
like how
eating.
she get them Cheetos?
Right, Amy.
She
But-
couldn't even walk to the mailbox in front of her house. There's no way.
Oh, that's right. She
She
had to
got
get her
Cheetos.
sister to get her a chair. She made it halfway from the house to the driveway, and it
Only
was
because she forced her to
well,
walk.
that's true. But it wasn't like it was that close. I will give it to Tammy that it was a walk, but I mean it wasn't. She should have been fine. I know. Also, Tammy is really mean to Amy. Like they have a very codependent relationship.
She's not mean. She's just a child.
She's
about
a
it.
hater. She's upset that Amy is married. She's upset that Amy's smaller than her. She's upset that Amy can walk around and
She's
move
just
around.
jealous. That's
Yeah,
all.
she's a hater.
Well, I mean, if you would.
But it's not
Immobile.
Amy's. But it's not Amy's fault that you are the way that you
But
are.
is it not Amy's fault? Because how does she get the food?
Well, Tammy did say that.
Okay, so how is it not Amy's fault?
Okay.
Technically, as we talk this through, it is Amy's fault.
It is Amy's fault.
Amy, do better.
Yeah, Amy, Tammy, if you guys are watching, like, do better.
Tammy can't get them Cheetos unless you give them to her.
No. And they need to just, I was also really concerned that they both just didn't understand what healthy food was. And, like, I don't like, in this day and age, you said there's Google, just put in healthy food.
the surgeon gave them like meal plans.
They literally, she just kept saying
dietary
turkey
plans,
meat. That's all
like-
she would say, turkey meat.
He didn't just send him home and say lose 50 pounds and figure it out. He was like, here, this is something that you can do.
After watching this show, I felt like that's what he did. 'Cause the way that they acted, they went to the grocery store, it was like, I just don't know what to do. I'm going down these aisles and everything that I want to get is bad. And I'm like, me too, but I just don't buy the stuff. Because if I buy chips, I know they're going to be gone in a day or two.
Yeah, that's how you.
And I'm going to be upset about it. So I know that I can't buy chocolate bars because
right. And I buy chocolate because
you don't like it. But you couldn't put Skittles in your
I
house.
could not have Skittles in my house.
Yeah. Like
Or any candy. I'm a
yeah.
candy
So
girl
Tammy,
all
Amy,
day.
we understand. I think everybody understands your pain. But
We just don't have nobody buying it for us to put it in our house.
And we're not buying it for ourselves.
Nah, I won't pass that. I act like it's not even there.
Sometimes you can treat yourself, but like not every day. That's when
That's
you
true.
become 600
I do
pounds.
that shit.
Is when you treat yourself every day that you become 600 pounds. We're not treating ourselves every day. So
All right, well that's
we've
enough.
exhausted our TV
Yeah, that's
chat.
enough of that. About
So,
sisters.
Yeah, if you guys like us talking just about those two shows, we can continue. But also,
No, but we
wanna talk
really
about
do
new
need
stuff.
more scripted shows.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to watch right now. I have nothing else.
I mean, I mentioned Housewives,
I did
but you're
start
not watching.
Firefly Lane with.
Oh, I saw that about like Two Best Friends on
Yeah.
Netflix. Is it good? It's
I
with
fell,
Katherine
I
Heigl and
fell
something.
asleep after the second episode.
Okay,
but
that's
I
not a
did,
good look. You
No,
fell
but
asleep
I
on
watched it late
Okay.
because sometimes I turn on shows late.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened.
But also, like,
So,
I watch Animal Kingdom late, and it keeps me engaged.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Oh, Evil. I started Evil, but I finished it already too.
Evil.
Uh-huh.
What's
Check
that?
It out. It's about evil shit.
Is it what's it on?
It's about I saw it on Netflix. It's
Okay. Netflix is winning, by the way.
what's
like,
his name? Black dude from but you don't watch superhero stuff.
mm-mm.
I
You're
don't
talking
know
about
what else
Anthony
he was on.
Mackie?
I don't know that name. No, I don't know that name.
Okay, I'll just Google it. Evil. It's good
Evil.
though.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a priest. They got a team of people. They try to debunk whether people are something that needs an exorcism or is a psychological problem.
Interesting. Okay.
And going back and forth with that. And now we kind of countering both.
There was a really good Netflix documentary about the serial killer in like 1984, 85. You should look him up.
Who?
I forget his name, but it was in LA. Like,
So you just not gonna give me the name? You could just give me a description of the show
I know.
and not tell me
I can Google it.
this is the stuff that happens. Like,
I'll have it.
how can I see a show? How can any of us see a show?
That's true if I don't have the name
You
for
just
it.
gave me a description.
I think you just said Netflix and it sparked my head of like, oh my god, this was such a good show. But he was so like he needed an exorcism. Like, I've seen Evil. Like, he might have been worse than Charles Manson.
Was it the one on the dating show?
No.
Okay then.
He basically was
We need to
just
stop
like,
talking about this because
Yeah,
she
I'm
ain't
not
even got
gonna-
nothing from me.
I don't have nothing. I don't have anything.
Anyway, moving on to our random topic.
Yeah, what's our random topic gonna be?
Random topics are in here.
Drum roll!
We're gonna pick from here every
Yeah.
week. Life after COVID.
Oh my god, how current.
Yeah. So let's discuss. I can tell you what I want after COVID.
Can I talk about, like, before we go into after COVID, can we talk about, like, some positive things that COVID did bring? Like,
I don't
during?
think COVID was positive at all, but okay.
There's some positives.
I have one takeaway, and that's people staying 6 feet away from me.
That's it?
I don't like strangers within 6 feet, and I appreciate that new rule.
I think you have, like,
And
an
the
excuse
stickers
to not...
And the stickers on the floor.
I think you just
I
have an excuse
appreciate
not to hug
that.
people these days. Before
But-
it was like, oh, she's just stank and standoffish.
Oh, so now I'm staying?
Maybe
but,
not stink, but
I
I'd be like, hey.
I don't need a hug. So
Yeah.
I don't. And
I'm
I
not a
definitely
hugger
don't need
either.
a hug from strangers. So,
Yeah.
but I've been working on my hugs.
You
I don't know
have.
why she brought that up.
Sorry. I mean, it's true. I feel like
But
friends
it's been
that-
a whole year pandemic. We hadn't hugged in over a year.
That's
like,
true. I'm okay with it. I'm not a big hugger either.
So how you gonna bring it up and bring me in?
It was just fun because you get rattled, so I know how to like rattle. All right. So really, the 6 feet's the only good thing. Well, I have a couple of things. So one, I think that it has allowed me to work from home, which has been my dream for maybe the last 10 years.
I hate working from home.
I love it. She doesn't like the whole like work.
That's my office.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but like literally like
That's
her
my
office
bedroom.
is in her
It's my
dining
bedroom.
slash living room.
There's no separation of life.
I'm okay with it. Like I work from my dining room, but I easily go to my couch to veg and watch countless hours of TV, right? So I'm okay with it. I love it. People always said like you'll be lonely, you'll crave human interaction. I'm like, I'm 9-10 months in and I still don't crave any of that. Like that's why I have friends.
Because you see us, yeah.
Yeah, but like I just like so also it's like it's that working from home, it takes the commute out. So like we live in the DMV area and at minimum, right, 30-minute commute to work and then 30-minute back, right? That's an hour. And that's a good commute, 30
Right.
minutes in the DMV
Yeah, that's
area.
mine, and I don't get on the highway.
And that's not even counting like, okay, I gotta shower, I gotta get dressed, I gotta like make my breakfast, pack my lunch, all that stuff, right? Like that's at least 30 minutes if you're really good, but I don't know anybody who can do all that in 30. So we're saying an hour. So like 2 hours out of your day is given back to you to like wake up a little bit later or wake up at the
True.
same time and like
I
watch
do go out
the
of bed,
news,
like 10
meditate.
minutes before I got assigned in.
It's great. Like
Yeah.
those are great things. I think also like positives of COVID is it's allowed you to focus on the like relationships that you already had and like grow them because those are the only people that you're seeing. Like you're not seeing new people. That is a downfall, right? Like you're not meeting new people because you're
No.
weary of them. Like I'm weary of everybody. Like
I know.
it's weird to walk down the street like when I was like used to run outside when it was warmer and it's like you go opposite way because you don't want to be I did it's like, come back you're just scared of people and that's
Right,
weird.
I know that's true.
So yeah, so I think there's some positives to it, but I agree, like yeah, life after COVID, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the freedom of going out somewhere random, some random event that's going on. Like we used to do this museum event once a month, like during the fall winter
With
time.
hundreds of people
With all
that we
kinds of
didn't
people.
know.
It was great. You know, it was all kinds of random things happening.
Jazz in the garden.
Jazz in the garden, which we kind of still did. But
Yeah.
that was summertime because we was outside. You know, it was okay to be outside.
Social distancing.
Happy hours.
Yeah. Meeting new people.
With people. Yeah, meeting strangers. Yeah, even though I don't need to hug the strangers, but I like meeting new strangers.
Yeah, talking.
Dinner and Blanc.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what Dinner and Blanc is, just Google it. It's a great event once you're like settled, but like I actually would like really bitch about it the entire process. Cause it's kind of like a scam. Like you pay $100+
This is from Dinner and Blanc actually. The
Yeah.
rocks in the jar. For
Like
my table display.
They literally make you do everything. They give you a location and they give you entertainment. So you get like a DJ or a live band, but pretty much that's it. You have to bring by bring I mean cart, because you can't just like drive there. Like you meet at a location and then you have to walk or catch the metro, which is DC's like public transportation, to the event. So
But it was still fun. Don't act like you weren't ready to be on the first top of the list this year.
I definitely was, and I was really sad that it didn't happen. And I have like a white, also like last year, I had like a white dress and an off-white dress.
it was still a lot of fun.
It was super, yeah. But like those are things that I'm just like, I wonder
and she's
when
still
we'll.
gonna pay for it if they have it this year or next year.
Yeah, definitely will.
there's
I don't
that.
think. I think 2021 is gonna be a wash. 2022, I
Probably.
think will.
I know.
I think we'll get back to life in like 2022.
Concerts,
Yeah.
festivals.
Yeah.
Wine.
Wine. Yeah. None of that. Like even like
None
wine
of
tasting,
that.
like we try to do like wine tastings and it just wasn't. They don't do
Yeah.
them. They give it
This
to you in
summer
like
we
these
did
little
to-go wine
serving.
tastings, yeah.
I want you to
We
talk
had
to me
be
about
our
it.
own sommelier. Like
You did really well though.
I know I did.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
Y'all, the ones that participated with me, y'all know.
Yeah, it was great.
It was, but we had to read our own descriptions of wine.
Yeah, I would rather them tell me because that's what they're getting paid
And then
for.
you can actually ask them questions. You couldn't ask me the questions.
No,
That's
although I
what
hate when
know.
people like go and ask like, and so what about this? And what about this? And I'm like, yo, you see, there's a line of people trying to get wine. Like, chop chop. take your tastings. And
That's
go.
only when you in the line, not when you sitting there.
That's true. I have so many questions when I'm there. I am that person. I am my worst pet peeve. Is that? Yeah, like the things that annoy me are the things that I actually do. So that's one of them. Yeah, not the. I think I talked to you about my pet peeve of like coming out of the shower.
We did talk
and
about
like,
that. But that ain't got nothing to do with COVID.
It has
stay on,
nothing.
Stay on
track. All right. So life after. Oh, I after COVID will love to travel. Like I'm a passport whore. So like,
it's aggressive.
It is aggressive. Okay, I like to pack.
I mean,
I like to get my.
I'm not gonna take it.
I like to get my passport stamped. So yeah, that's what I like to do. And I got nothing stamped in 2020. And I probably won't get anything stamped in 2021. So, and my passport expires in 2023.
Oh shit! I need to check mine.
You should, because it's probably gonna take a while. State Department's probably slow.
We gotta get on that. Yeah.
I mean, I have like a couple years, but still, like,
and you can't do it too early.
Right? No, you can't. You can't. You have to like time it just right. So, but I'm looking forward to traveling. I'm looking forward. I do hope that they keep the mask thing something that you have to do on planes, because
that's true. Because people gross.
And 9 times out of 10, I always get sick.
Still gross.
Yeah, like most people get sick when they're riding a plane, and that's because it's just like
the only time in my life I had strep throat was from a trip to Miami.
Yeah. I mean, people are nasty. I actually, so like things that I do want to keep.
But they circulate air though. That's what they say.
But they're saying that they put something in it now, right? Like they're like taking out all the bad air. I don't know how that works.
I know.
How did they come up with this? Like, it's the same fucking plane.
And why weren't they doing that before?
Right. But like, why weren't restaurants having hand sanitizer readily available? Or stores when you go in? I'm like, obviously we're like, touching the doors.
Those are the good things about COVID. The stuff that they probably should have been doing about cleanliness, they do now. So hopefully that continues.
Yeah, people like actually washing their hands. I'm like, why is this a new concept?
Right, that's true. People used to walk in the bathroom, just walk out.
No, oh, awkward. There was something I was watching, and it was like, well, what do you do when like you're in the bathroom with somebody and you don't know them, but then you walk out and they didn't wash their hands, and then they're like your waiter. Like, what do you do?
I would say something.
You would. What would
Are
you
you
say?
kidding me?
What would
you
you
ain't wash your hands.
You would say it that directly?
Yes. If they were in the bathroom, I caught eye contact with them, I would say, you didn't wash your hands.
I'm not as bold as you. I mean, I would look at, like, I don't know what I would do, but I don't know. That's why I like having dinner with you, because you're a little bit more vocal.
I might not have said it if we never caught eyes. If we never caught eyes, I probably would call the manager over and be like, your employee.
I think I would do the manager thing. I'm a Karen in that situation.
If I saw them and they saw me and they walked to my table and looked me in the eyes, you ain't wash your hands.
Like, you guys both know.
Yeah, like, we know this.
Yeah.
Did you go back and wash your hands?
Probably not. And it says...
I would definitely say something.
Yeah. But I feel like the sign that says, like, employees must wash their hands for at least... Like,
it's very clear.
No, but everybody should wash their hands. It shouldn't just be an employee thing.
That's true.
Like... Yo, if you went to the bathroom, wash your hands.
That's true.
Stop being so dirty.
Right, because you touch something you ain't supposed to touch.
No, it's gross.
That everybody want to touch.
Which is why, like, in some restaurants, I love the little foot thing on the door where you can, like, use your foot and open.
But why everybody don't have that?
I don't know.
Why is that not a default either?
Yeah. Or having, like, a paper, like, having...
The trash basket right beside
the door.
Right,
because it's like, who does... Like, people are so nasty.
I mean, obviously, it's gotten better since COVID. That is that is a positive that I hope they continue.
See, there's positives to COVID.
That's true.
There's a lot of deaths, which is sad. But I don't know.
I've OD'd on vitamins during COVID.
Oh my God, knock on wood, like during COVID, this is the least sick I've ever been in my life.
That's true.
But you educated me and you said vitamin C. I've never been a vitamin girl, and I literally take 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. And you told me, like, if it's too much, you just pee it out. You can't overdose on vitamin C. And when I know that, like, I have to go somewhere where I'm going to be around other people, I take 3,000 milligrams. Or milligrams? Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I think it, like, protects me. But knock on wood, man. I've been, like, I've not gotten sick.
Right.
So I'm very thankful. Yeah.
No,
But...
I've been ODing too, so...
Yeah. But I need to like take your multivitamin, which includes other stuff.
Yes, the multivitamin probably helps too.
What else after COVID? What else are you looking forward to? New people? You want to travel?
Just life.
Yeah,
free.
Just like freedom.
Just enjoying.
Yeah.
Not having to wear a mask.
Do you
everywhere I go?
Do you think that like this is gonna like I don't know? Do you think we'll ever go back to like pre-COVID life, or is there a way to go back to pre-COVID? It's like something so major happened to everybody in the world.
Years from now, before we go back to exactly how I was before COVID.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think it'll ever be exactly the same.
Yeah, because we're living.
You gotta think about work has changed. They're not gonna require people to work in the office.
I hope not.
100% no more.
They don't have an excuse.
I doubt it.
Yeah, they don't have a reason.
I doubt that'll ever happen again.
Yeah.
I think the distancing, they ain't gonna feel like taking them stickers up off the ground in them retail places.
Oh my God, it's gonna be like, oh my God, like, do you remember when?
And I'll be like, I'm glad it stayed.
Oh my God, so like we're living in history. Like this is gonna be in the history.
We are
books.
definitely in history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everything. Like 2020 was like really, it was a lot. It was COVID. It was Black Lives Matter. Like Black Lives Matter has been around for a bit, but I think it really was an awakening for a lot of people.
Black Lives Matter.
But I wondered though, like, was all that it all like? I wonder if like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, if that movement would have been as big as it was and more people exposed to it had it not been COVID, because nobody could do anything. So all we were doing was watching the news.
No, I think COVID helped.
Yeah.
I think COVID helped. And not just news, but social media. Like, you had nothing else to do.
Yeah. So you're watching all of this.
Like, yeah.
I feel like that needs to be a topic. Like, just, like, the awakening, I feel like, of America.
Yeah.
Like, America. Like, I feel like Black America realized that we've always been, like, disenfranchised and shit's not still equal. But I know that's, like, a different topic. Yeah. But, yeah, I think that should be it. I'm going to write that in.
We can write that one.
I'm going to write that one in the jar. You guys can continue to give us stuff, but I like that one.
I said it.
And maybe that could be a live one, because I'd really like to hear, like, other people's thoughts on it.
Okay.
So anything else, like life after COVID?
Nope.
Yeah. So just freedom to do whatever. I mean, I'm sorry, Michelle, to break it to you, but I don't think you're gonna get freedom until 2022.
I'll have to accept that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's gonna happen. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I'll accept that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. My poor passport.
I just want to stay COVID free, and yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Hopefully we can enjoy life fully in another year. Yeah.
One day.
All right, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah. Look,
I'm sure we are over our 30
minutes-ish.
We in the itch right now, I'm sure.
This is also our second take, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And our second martini.
It is.
I'm exhausted.
We should finish. We should toast to the end of our
show. Yeah, toast to like a good second taping of the show. It was just as good as the first one. Yeah. We thought we didn't need to practice, but God had other intentions.
Facts.
So I think we did a great job. I was actually very nervous about this.
You were.
I was, and I don't know why, because I love talking. I love talking to Michelle, but I think it was just like, oh my God, I have to like prepare all this stuff, and I was like, it's literally just a conversation with my friend.
Correct.
So it's been good.
Hope it works out.
Yeah.
Hope you all enjoy.
Yeah, even if we have like 5 subscribers, which I don't think we will, because we have more than 5 people that we know.
We definitely have more than 5.
Yeah, I was like, if anything, all of our subscribers will be our friends. So that's at least 100 people collectively.
Toast.
But
Cheers
yeah, toast. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll continue to talk. Cheers to friends and our first.
All right. Cheers to everyone.
Yeah, you guys need to have a drink next time.
Thanks.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
I stopped it before we drank.
Oh man, Michelle. It's okay though. Oh, you took it to the head. Oh, let me see how long that was.
Let's hopefully.
Literally, we were still talking.